Gone Chapter 8. Making Plans. That evening, Yvonne kicked off her shoes and padded through to the kitchen. The coldness of the hard flooring penetrated her stockinged feet, and was somehow both comforting and relaxing, a cooling balm which travelled the length of her. She made a ham and tomato sandwich with more than its fair share of thick mayonnaise, and tucked in. Images of children being taken from the street swirled in front of her, children she had never met, but who haunted her as if they were her own. She put down her half-eaten sandwich and walked to the window. The wind moaned out in the dark, and rain wended itself in perpetual streams down the window, little rivers that changed direction with every gust. She stood mesmerised, in a trance, until her landline jolted her out of it. Her heart thudded against her ribs. Yvonne Giles? Hey, it's me. Her sister Kim's familiar voice was very welcome at that moment. She couldn't have timed it better. Hi, Kim. It's good to hear from you. Are you okay? You sound different. Have you been running? No, Yvonne smiled into the phone. The phone made me jump is all. Kim laughed, and Yvonne could hear her nephew and niece in the background. Yvonne, there's a big event coming up next week, and we want in on it. Really? A crease frowned the DI's forehead. What event is that? Do I know of it? I'm not sure what you mean. The big one? Yvonne wrinkled her nose. No, you're going to have to tell me. It's too cryptic, and I need another clue. Kim gave a belly laugh, and Yvonne knew at this point she must be being really thick. I give up. Put me out of my misery, please. The big 4-0. Kim sounded incredulous at her sister needing to be told. Oh, my word, you're right. I had forgotten. How on earth could I do that? Anyway, Kim laughed again. What have you got planned? Can we gate crash? I'd been meaning to organise a surprise, but it's been manic here and you're very hard to pin down. It's fine, sis. I hadn't thought about it at all. It's been really busy at work, but now you mention it, there is no one I would rather spend my birthday with than you and those gorgeous children of yours. We could come to you? Great idea. I'll get the spare room ready for you, and maybe we can catch a movie with the children and take them to an all-you-can-eat Chinese. Sounds fabulous. We could be with you on the Saturday morning and even fit in a birthday lunch. Even better, and it's just what I need. Yvonne really did feel lifted by the thought of it, momentarily forgetting her worry over the missing youngsters. She was still smiling when she climbed the stairs to bed, but her dreams were filled with desperate attempts to save children. Yvonne, can you come and see me in my office? DCI Llewellyn smiled, but his eyes were glazed, as though his mind was elsewhere. She followed him down the corridor, breaking into a run in an effort to keep up. He closed his door behind them. I want everyone together tomorrow morning for a briefing on the abductions of Donna Fitzpatrick and Kyle Jenkins. I'd like people to bring any information they have. We need a strategy. We've issued APBs for both children, but we're going to struggle to find the vehicle involved in Kyle's abduction. I heard it's a ghost vehicle. That's right, sir. They used the details of someone who's been dead for 3 years. Obviously well planned. Absolutely. What's the word on the street? Are we looking at a paedophile ring? Can't say at the moment, but we're looking into whether either of the victims were being groomed online. I have to say, though, so far we have found no evidence of that. Nothing untoward on their tablets or mobile phones. So we don't know how they were chosen. All I can say for sure is that the kidnappers might have assumed the children would be present at the flea market. The abduction of Donna is an odd one, though. I mean, who could have predicted she'd have been at the bus stop at that time? Her abduction looks to be opportunistic. Except her housemates would have known. Yes, and I cannot rule out their involvement. I found the living arrangements at that house strange, and we've informed social services. Joe Benton would have us believe he's a bleeding heart, but he's 28 years old and he's living with very young teens. I found him a little creepy. Can you check his computers? Llewellyn tilted his head to one side. Yes, I've been wondering if Donna could have been picked up by the same van as Kyle. Perhaps it was on its way to Welshpool for the flea market and just came across Donna on the way. They picked her up because they could. The Jenkinses described a side opening door on the van. Would have been a very quick pickup. Might explain why Mrs. Jones missed it. The only thing is, the van was registered to an empty flat in Aberystwyth. Yes, it's all very odd, but we've got to keep on it. The community is feeling extremely nervous. Just check out the news tonight. So much pressure, he sighed. I will, sir. She ran her eyes over his tousled hair and his shirt coming out of his trousers. Are you okay, sir? Yeah, fine. I'll leave it with you. She was dismissed. She shrugged and got back to it.